Now, from your trusted team of meteorologists at Panhandle Weather, this is a tropical weather update.
Well, let's take a look at what's going on when it comes to what's happening in the tropics as we look over across the tropical Atlantic, in particular down across the Caribbean. We have Melissa, still not terribly well organized, winds of 45 miles per hour, but still forecast to become potentially a major hurricane here over the next several days as it just kind of meanders, cut off from any steering flow across the Atlantic Basin. So let's zoom in and take a little bit better look at what's going on down there across the Caribbean. You see the showers and thunderstorms, the colder cloud tops indicating all the heavy rainfall likely coming from under or underneath those clouds. And notice all that deep tropical moisture extending from the just north of South America all the way up into Haiti, the Dominican Republic. This weather, how strong it gets is immaterial. This is going to be a prolific rainfall producer across parts of the Caribbean. So keep that in mind. We're going to be watching it very carefully. And we're talking rainfall totals because of the slow movement. Notice that movement north-northwest at 2 miles per hour. Notice also the winds down to 45 miles per hour. But what we are looking at with that slow movement, whoever ends up on that center and eastern side of the storm is just going to get dumped on for days and days and days. Now, the latest forecast shows the storm moving off toward the west very slowly, eventually becoming a Category 4 hurricane. Some of the intensity models have backed off a little bit on how strong it gets, but again, it's all immaterial. Right along that line and to the east is going to continue to see prolonged days of heavy rainfall. The computer models, again, notice them just kind of meandering around here, and then eventually what will happen next week is a front will come in and kind of steer this thing off to the north and east. It just depends on exactly where it ends up and then eventually gets yanked away. As far as any concerns for the Gulf, that's not going to be the case. Let me back it up here. I want to show you guys the wind intensity forecast. So the blue line is the official forecast from the Hurricane Center, but notice now a lot of the other models have backed down to Category 2, Category 3 storms. So that will be a trend that we'll continue to watch here over the next several days. But again, plenty of threats here. This is our in-house Barron model. Notice as we make our way through the next 24, 36 hours, it's not moving. It's just kind of sitting and spinning there across the Caribbean, kind of just to the south and southeast of Jamaica. You can see towards the end, it does get much stronger, but it just kind of sits and spins. That's the case with the rainfall. Now, most of the rainfall out over across the Caribbean, so that doesn't really matter. But again, as this storm continues to meander around, it won't take much for it to bring that heaviest rainfall over land areas, and then you start adding it up. You get into that white area, that's all 15 plus inches of rainfall. Melissa's out there right now. Thankfully, no signs of Nestor in the tropics. That, my friends, is a look at what's going on in the tropics.